Is Denver, Colorado a housing bubble? What's up guys, my name's Ryan Lang, otherwise known as the Denver Agent, and in this video, I'm gonna break down the question I keep getting asked. Does Denver, Colorado have a housing bubble? Now, I am no financial guru with any sort of crystal ball, but I can break down and give you an analysis of my opinion. There's many people that want to try to time the market right after the bubble bursts, or they don't want to buy right before it bursts. I'm not telling you what to or not to do, but I'm going to give you all the information you need to know to make your own decision if it is a housing bubble. Once again, guys, I am a licensed realtor here in the state of Colorado. If you're looking to buy, sell, invest, you're just looking to get to know the Denver area a little bit better, hit me up at the number below. Let's hang out, grab some beers, grab some coffee, and I'll show you what Denver has to offer. Let's get into this. Now, understanding if Denver is or is not a housing bubble starts with understanding what a bubble actually is. Many of you might not know the exact term of a bubble, or you might have watched Wolf of Wall Street and think you're a financial guru, when in fact you're not. Let's start with the actual understanding of what is a bubble. All right, what is a housing bubble? A housing bubble or real estate bubble is a run-up in housing prices fueled by demand, speculation, and exuberant spending to the point of collapse. Housing bubbles usually start with an increase in demand in the face of limited supply, which takes a relatively extended period to replenish and increase. Speculators pour into the market, further driving up demand. At some point, demand decreases or stagnates at the time supply increases, resulting in a sharp drop in prices and the bubble bursts. All right, so step one, a run-up in prices fueled by demand. Yes, let's break that down for the Denver area. Obviously, the Denver housing market and the US housing market in general saw a very big run-up in prices, fueled by demand, just as the definition says. The demand came from very low interest rates and people wanting to move to a more outdoor lifestyle that Denver offers because of COVID. So combining low interest rates and an exponential increase in people wanting to move here, obviously demand's gonna go way up. And we certainly had a limited supply already during that time. In 2021, things are staying on the market for like 2 days. All right, let's go to step two of a bubble. Speculators buy into the market and run up demand. Okay. Again, low interest rates. Investors want to come in, fix up houses and flip them. Yes, that definitely happened here. I want you to try and find a home in the Denver area that doesn't have a finished basement. That is the #1 thing people do to increase value of a home. That further drove up demand, obviously. Okay, so we're into step 1 and 2 of a bubble. It's looking like it could be a bubble. Step 3 of a bubble. Demand decreases while supply increases. Well, with interest rates, demand has definitely slowed down, that's obvious. But in Denver, there's still a lot of demand, still many people moving here, still many people buying in at a 6.5%, 7% rate. Additionally, there is no increase in supply. Homeowners are not willing to sell their homes by what's called the golden handcuff phenomenon. They don't want to sell their home, which they have a 2.5% interest rate on, and move into a home with a 7% interest rate. It makes no sense. Therefore, that is lowering the supply. So our demand, yes, is coming down, but the supply honestly is going down just as fast with it. Obviously, we saw a much lower average home sale price in the past year, but people are not gonna stop moving here. All right, conclusion, are we in a bubble? You know, again, I'm not a financial guru. I'm not giving any investment advice here, but what it looks like is, yes, prices were definitely inflated at one point, but demand in the Denver area is not stopping. And the supply is not going up anytime soon. So the last step of a bubble is we need decrease in demand, way big increase in supply. We're not seeing that just yet. Additionally, builders just can't keep up with this. This isn't a subprime mortgage crisis where there's millions of subprime loans out there. You know, there's not millions of builders out there to continue building houses. I think the people that do say this is a bubble are right now mistaking it for, yes, inflated prices, but they're just mistaking it for a really healthy and strong yet expensive housing market here in Denver. If somehow people stop wanting to go outside and living the Denver lifestyle at an exponential rate, yes, this bubble could burst. People don't want to move here. They don't want to buy homes in Denver, but you're not going to stop people from retiring, selling their business, and buying a mountain home, right? You're not going to stop the college kid that didn't like his life in New Jersey or Ohio and moved to the mountains in Colorado where there's more to do. So it is clear that the Denver housing market does have some parameters of a bubble, but I don't think anything's bursting anytime soon. Again, that's you to make that decision though. So what do you do as someone trying to buy a home, right? Well, either way, like I said, trying to time a bubble is a horrible decision. Most of the time, if you're like me and you bet on things, the opposite always happens. That's why you stop betting on things. The best decision would be buy your home at this interest rate where there's low competition. Because if we go down to a 6.5% rate, you have another 10 million people that are eligible for a loan. If we go down to 6, you have another 20 million people that are eligible alone. Let's not even talk about 5.5, 5. So there's a line of everyone and their mother out the door ready to buy a home when the rates go down. If you don't need the rates go down, you can lock in. It's just not, ideal. That's what you should do because homes are way less expensive now. When everyone and their mother comes in to buy, prices are gonna go way up, supply and demand, right? So lock in, let's say for a year, maybe 2 years, you pay that high interest rate, but you'll make that up in equity when something does hit the fan and interest rates do have to drop. To touch on interest rates dropping, I'm a realtor, I hope for that, obviously, but to be a realist, China is printing trillions of dollars. Apparently the US economy and jobs are still doing great. So it's not gonna come anytime soon. However, this is one of the fastest increase in rates ever in our history. Something is going to break in the economy eventually, and they're gonna have to bring it down. Whether it's small, they bring it down 2 points. Hopefully we don't see another giant crisis of 2008 where they have to bring it down to 1, 2, right? So that's my take. If you disagree with me, have fun competing in the home buying market when rates do go to 6. You'll probably go look at over 100 houses because they sell while you're still there looking at them. And you'll probably have to bid 10% over asking price. So if that doesn't sound good, you wanna buy a house now, go ahead and hit up the number below. Let's go check out some homes here in the Denver area. Watch my other videos of suburb highlights and where you think you fit in living. Once again, I'm just your Denver agent. Like and subscribe so I can continue to bring you Denver real estate lifestyle content. Thanks, guys.